You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, Black and White Sports fans, we got some big news concerning Imane Khelif. As you guys know, if you actually watched my video the other day, I talked about Imane Khelif. Imane Khelif wants to be defiant and says, I'm going to compete at the LA Olympics. But folks, we know that's not going to happen. President Trump is not allowing any visas to people that want to come into this country and compete against the opposite sex. It's not going to happen. And we all know that Imane Khelif actually failed a sex test. Yeah, IBA. Remember that, guys? That's why the IBA banned him. But the IOC said, it's okay. Come and box in the Olympics. And boy, there was a whole bunch of controversy, guys. The women in the boxing ring, they didn't like it whatsoever. They hated it. They were protesting in the ring, throwing up two X's to let everybody know we're actual females. But Imane Khelif seemed to be unfazed. Didn't care. It was a foregone conclusion, folks, that Imane Khelif was going to win that gold medal. And guess what he did? He absolutely did. And it was embarrassing that he has been able to actually keep that gold medal that he didn't earn. That medal was stolen, folks. Now, guess what? The World Boxing Championships are starting on Thursday, guys. And we found out some new information about Imane Khelif. Because as you guys know, Imane Khelif is actually banned from boxing by World Boxing. He must undergo the mandatory sex test. And guess what? He's not special. All of the women have to do this one-time test. Just a simple swab of the cheek. But Imane Khelif is deciding, I don't want to do that. I do not want to do that. So guess what Imane Khelif has done now, folks? Actually is appealing being banned from world boxing, folks. And Imane Khelif thought, all right, I'm going to appeal. And by the way, I want them to overturn World Boxing's decision to actually ban me. Got some bad news for you. Got some really, really bad news for Imane Khelif, folks. So let's go ahead and dive into this. Here we go. Right over here, guys. Imane Khelif appeals World Boxing ban over mandatory sex testing rule. Now, they have not ruled on it yet. Actually, they haven't even scheduled a meeting yet, to tell you the truth. But Imane Khelif really wanted to participate in the World Championships that start on Thursday. It's not going to happen, folks. It's not going to happen. And I believe this is the reason why he actually wanted the decision by World Boxing to be overturned right now while they were actually appealing it. Got rejected. Look here. Imane Khelif is officially challenging World Boxing's decision to bar the Olympic gold medalists from women's competitions unless a mandatory genetic sex test is completed. The Court of Arbitration for Sports, CAS, confirmed on Monday that Khelif has filed an appeal seeking to overturn the eligibility requirement ahead of the 2025 World Boxing Championships. However, CAS also noted that it had dismissed Khelif's request to suspend the decision while the case is being heard. Yeah, he thought he was slick. He thought, all right, it's going to be an appeal. I can actually go ahead and box. No. Because over here on New York Post, man, it does tell you right here, man, that he was actually trying to do this to actually participate in the World Boxing Championships, which starts on Thursday. Now, Imane Khelif actually, I believe, appealed this last month, and it's completely backfired. Imane Khelif will not be in the World Championships. No, it's not going to happen. But it says here, quote, the parties are currently exchanging written submissions, and with their agreement, a hearing will be scheduled, CAS said in a statement. When is that actually going to happen? We don't know. We don't know. Khelif has been at the center of international controversy ever since winning gold at the women's welterweight division at the 2024 Paris Olympics. That victory came after Khelif was disqualified from the 2023 World Championships by the International Boxing Association, IBA, which stated that the Algerian boxer failed sex chromosome testing. At the time, the IBA was still recognized as a sports governing body, but was later stripped of that authority by the IOC, which took over organizing the boxing events in Paris and permitted Khelif to compete. But it ain't looking good now, because now World Boxing is in charge, and they said, take the test. Take the test. And he actually really does believe, man, that he's actually going to get into this country in 2028. I don't believe anybody's buying that. I mean, Imane Khelif, definitely not a fan of Trump. He wants to test Trump, go right ahead. I can guarantee you, you're not going to get a visa. You're going to have to pass that test. And we already know you're going to fail. You failed one already. And it's interesting, guys. He's actually trying to do an appeal so he doesn't have to take tests. Why? Because he doesn't want anybody to find out the truth, that he's actually a real male. I mean, all the other women are actually taking the test. Why is he not taking the test? Yeah. Remember, World Boxing actually called him out by name, too, when they said that this test was actually going to be happening. Yeah, and they said, yeah, man, Khelif, you're banned. You're banned. They know the truth, man. They all know the truth. And you can forget about what you're actually seeing out there. Imane Khelif now in interviews trying to look more like a woman with makeup and stuff. Nah. No. And look here, by the way, it says right here, check this out. According to the Associated Press, the newly elected IOC president, Kirsty Coventry, has launched a task force to examine gender eligibility issues across all sports. As Outkick previously reported, World Boxing's new rules were introduced following backlash from the Paris Games, where both Khelif and Taiwan's Lin Yuting, also reportedly a DSD male athlete, dominated the women's field en route to gold. In response, the Trump administration issued new visa guidelines earlier this summer, stating that male athletes who wish to compete in women's events will not be permitted entry into the U.S. for the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics. Yeah. Now, this World Boxing event, it's over. It's over. It is over for Imane Khelif, man. He knows it. This is a desperation move, man. A desperation move to actually compete at the 2028 Olympics. But guess what? Let's just say that he actually wins this appeal. He's still not getting a visa to come into this country. No, the Trump administration is not going to give him a visa. It's not going to happen. It's a pipe dream. It is. It's just a pipe dream, guys. But there you have it, man. This is a desperation move. Imane Khelif does not want to take that test. And now is trying to appeal the decision, appeal the ban. And he found out real fast, man, that, hey, they're not going to rush this and let you box in the World Championships. Not going to happen. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.